So I have a very rare moment right now where I don't have something I have to do. I have a little bit of time during the day to chill out. Just to catch you up on things, this past weekend I kind of tweaked my back again on Saturday in a rehearsal. I had a really good show in the matinee of Stars and Stripes, and then I had rehearsal afterwards, like 25 minutes afterwards, which was probably not a good idea for me to do. And I got caught in a really weird way out of a turn, and it just was a little too much torque, I think, and my hip was tight, and anyway. So I had to get pulled out of the matinee on Sunday, and was supposed to do Western, and I couldn't do it, and Peter Mearns was like, I need you for Tuesday, so I can't have you do Western. I can't take a chance. So that really sucked, because I hate pulling out of shows when I felt like I could really do it, and I mean, I know it's for the best, but it's just so frustrating, you know, because I felt like I was kind of not in control of anything, and I didn't know what was going on. Even though I felt fine, and I felt like I could have done it, just, you know. Anyway, Monday I had to cancel a photo shoot, and I had to, just take it easy on Monday, and I went to my secret weapon, my chiropractor, who it will remain anonymous, and he basically gave me, new hips and a new back. So today I feel really good, and I already had rehearsal for Serenade, and I have rehearsal for Barber now in, a half an hour, and then we have it tonight. So I'm really excited. I'm just kind of, hoping I can pull through and see what happens. So I've been getting a lot of questions about how I do my hair, how I do a French twist, how I do a ballerina bun, and I thought that it'd be interesting to show you how I do a French twist. It's one of my go-to hairstyles, and it's become very easy for me to do. I can do it with very little pins, and I have lots of options of pins and all that. So I'm going to show you, to the best of my ability, how to do it. And my hair is a little bit scrunchy today, but it'll be fine. First, I want to show you the different kind of pins that I have to use. There's, I think, 6 here. So I'm going to scroll down here, and I'm going to show you. See, you have all these different sizes of pins. Here are the first ones. These are pretty big. They have, as you can see, they're very large, and they come in blonde and black, and they're made by Bunheads. A lot of girls use those because they're very strong, and they hold a lot of hair, and you don't have to use many of them. These ones here are very simple. They're black. They're long, very long pins, so they're good if you have a lot of hair, and they're very strong. So I use those a lot for my French twists and for buns. This is another brand. This is from actually Japan, and they have and the metal has ridges on it, so it grabs onto the hair very, very well, and they're easy to get out as well. This is right here, a shorter version of the Japanese pins that I use, and I get these from the hair room that we have here, so I'm not really sure where to get them, but I'm sure you could look them up online. These are the basic hairpins you can find in the drugstore. These are little ones, and I like to use those if I need to put something back that's really small, or to use at the bottom of my French twist. And they're very strong. They're easy to get out. They just don't hold a lot of hair. And these here are called Invisibles. Now, as you can see, they're very, very tiny, and they're basically invisible when you put them in your hair, but they do hold all the little tiny hairs that the big pins wouldn't usually hold. And if you don't want to use a lot of hairspray, these are really good. And if you have a very stylized hairdo in the front of your head, they hold the hair very well without looking like you have pins in your head. So now I don't like to have a flat front in my head. I like to have a little bit of volume in the front of my head, and you'll see why in a minute. So first I take a bit of hair, and I crunch it up like this. I just take from the sides and I put it together, the front hair, and then I either take one of the invisible pins, as you can see, or I take one of the, regular pins, and I put it just one pin in there to hold that together. See? Okay. So then I take my hair and I pull it back. I'm going to see if I can do it like this. And I take it from the bottom and I just basically start curling it from the bottom. And I don't curl it that tight. I don't know if you can hear me. All the way to the top. I don't know if you can see. And then I put this piece around and make like a little, sort of like a P almost, like the shape of what the letter P from the back. I don't know if you can see here. See that? So I curled it up and then I put it underneath. Let me show you that again. So I took it here. I took it in a ponytail. And then I start curling from the bottom, but not too tight. And then I keep curling and twisting, and then I wrap it, take it, and I wrap just like that. Then, as you can see, it gives you a little bit of a bump on the top, which I kind of like, which I think is very feminine. And then you can see it's a nice little round top here that looks like a bun. And the first pins that I kind of use are either these big ones, or I do use the bun head ones. This is the black one, you can see better. They're very big, big. So I'm going to actually use this today. And what you're going to do is I usually go from the side here, gather the hair, take it, and go one pin right in the middle of the twist. Look, that's holding it with one pin. Those pins are so strong that they only hold with one pin. And then from there, I go up and down from where I put that pin. So I either start here and start tucking the extra hair underneath, and I just go in and around like that, and then you can see there's lots of hair down here. Well, they'll be away in a minute. So you take one of these, and I will tuck this hair underneath, and then put the pin in, and tuck it in underneath. Sometimes it's hard because those pins are so tight. We're almost there. We're getting there. See? And then when I get towards the bottom, I use smaller pins. So I'll either use these Japanese tiny pins, or I will use the regular pins you can get in the store. And you see like the little bottoms here? I just tuck it in just like that. And it gives a clean bottom, like that. And then the front, you can clean up as much as you want here. You can make it, I like to have like a nice smooth side that goes up with your hairline. So it's, not just like straight back. It's like, it has like a little up. And I usually start using smaller pins, or maybe just one more big pin, depending on how much hair you have or not have, I guess you could say. You can see here, I'm going to go like this again. And then the front, it's basically done almost. And, I just kind of clean up the front a little bit, tuck in things here, smooth it out a little bit. And I want to make sure that they see the front, that they see this. So sometimes I do flatten this down a little bit so they see it, but as you can see, it's there. They can see it. And I'll show you this side as well. It's okay. It can be a little bit better. I like to go up with your face. You don't want to go straight back. You want to go up. And then with your makeup, it goes with the line of your face. It makes everything go like this, which is what you want. So then, basically, it's done. Depending on how much hair you have, depending on, you know, your hairline and whatever. You know, it just takes practice, and I've been doing this for a lot of years, and I've kind of learned where I can put the pins in my head, and so, and you know, you can use these little invisible ones to like put these pieces of hair here, and even though it doesn't look like much, it just holds those little tiny pieces of hair together. And of course, you know, like side, like here, and then, you know, you can use it at the bottom if you want as well. So there you go. I mean, easy peasy. It's not as hard as you think, and a lot of people start twist from the top and go down. I think the best is when you start from down and you twist this way. And you can do the twist this way if you want, or you can do this way. It's just, for me, it's more natural to go to the, what is that? The left? I don't know. Whatever. Okay, I hope they help you out, and try it at home, and just keep on trying. You know, you'll figure it out. It just takes time and it takes patience, and it's really a great hairstyle to do. It's very feminine, it's very classy, and you can do it when you go out at night. You can obviously, you know, and some people get mystified about how to do it, but it's not that hard. You'll figure it out. There was one last thing I wanted to show you about hair. The best hairspray to use out of anything is this. It's L'Oreal Elnet Satin. I don't know, maybe it's backwards on here. This is the best. The red or the blue, the best. If not, I always use Tresemme Extra Hold, the green. It's great stuff. I only use those two. This, you know, this is the stuff that holds it, and then this is the after stuff. It's great. All right, so I will see you next week. I hope this helped you. Have a good weekend.